Hello guys, I was thinking, well, what else challenges could I do? Until I realized there is one last. I realized, she has it on her as well. Can you beat the game while touching white? Because that's a one color they also have. So, can I beat the game while touching white? If you're wondering, I'm not going to do can I beat the game while touching green. Because green isn't in the game, it's just a cheap way out. And if you're wondering as well, gladly this game doesn't have a lot of white, but like with flames, I'm gonna have to dodge with flames. Pauline, I'm gonna have to dodge Pauline again. And people ask why my own Pauline broke up. Isn't it obvious? But gladly stuff like with barrels are perfectly fine. And even stuff like this, yes, this has a glow to it, but it's a yellow glow, not... Actually, you know what? No, this doesn't feel fair. I create score. I'm touching the score. Maybe I'm cheap here, but I just feel like I'm breaking the rules by touching the score. It just feels cheap in a way. I don't know how to explain it, but it just feels cheap. Like, I could. It's technically not an object, but... Also, yes, I know I touched the scoreboard, but it's part of the background. I don't know how to explain it. I know I could have jumped over stuff and said, oh, well, it's not actually there, but it just made me feel cheap, you know? No, I feel like all these challenges have been a little cheap. I mean, I'm already using time power, so it only feels fair like I actually try a little harder. Well, Now, yes, I'm gonna try a little harder, Willem, but the actual background I have to use. Because the background is a background. So, and since where I was going through it, he's technically not touching it. Now, this is a hard one, because all of Pauline's stuff have white with it. Now, I do need to ask one question. If I touch it, like, if I touch Pauline's purse, it's all pink. And if I collect it, does that really count as me touching white? Like this, I can touch the pink part gladly. But to me, I count it as touching white. I don't know. Yes, I could technically play an argument like I'm not touching white, but it just seems like I'm touching white, and it doesn't seem fair. Also, I'm not gonna do yellow, or red, or blue. They would be fun. They're just, you need them, Like, who am I kidding? The other stuff, yeah. White, you don't need to touch. Pink, you don't need to touch. Brown, you don't need to touch. But, I mean, to pretend I don't need to touch brown is just... To pretend I don't need to touch, pretend I don't need to touch, it's yellow is just dumb, because yellow you do need to touch. All the things you need to touch in this game are yellow. Is that white? That looks white to me, I'm not gonna touch it. Gladly, there's not a lot of white. Gladly, this game, barely has any white. But I still thought it was a fun challenge to do, because, it has some white. So, it's like that one. It's, it may seem easy, because there's not a lot of white, but it's sadly not zero. No, it's actually gladly not zero, because I wanted to make us fail, but you know what I mean. How did I beat this? Gladly, yeah, you can't just jump over them. Stuff like this. How do I touch this? Because I can't touch Peaches. I can't touch Pauline's white part of her dress. That, I clearly touched the white part. How do I beat it? Okay, there. I got it. Yes, climb up. And excuse the score. Yeah. You can beat Mario. You can beat Donkey Kong without touching white. I think this is going to be the final color challenge, because I can't do red. I mean, yeah, I can't even jump on the barrel, so I just can't. And maybe I could do I can't touch blue, but the final world and all. So yeah, that's the final color challenge. But bye guys. But that doesn't mean it's a final challenge. Just in the color challenges, that's a final color challenge.